There are two moments that change us. The one where everything falls apart, and the other, quieter, often slower, where something within us whispers, "There's more to you than this." For me, that second moment has been unfolding for years. I didn't have a grand awakening. What I had was a growing sense of imbalance, like different parts of me were pulling in opposite directions, like I was both leading and hiding, giving and resenting, acting and doubting. I didn't know it then, but I was feeling the distortion of something fundamental, the inner masculine and feminine energies that live in all of us. I started paying attention to when I overgave, to when I couldn't receive, to the voice that pushed me to do more, and the one that quietly asked me to rest, to feel, to soften. This wasn't about gender or roles. It was about energy, about how we carry action and stillness, clarity and chaos, structure and flow within us, and how distorted or wounded versions of these energies can quietly run our lives. That's when I began to sense the dance between masculine and feminine energy. We carry both within us. The inner masculine is the part that acts, protects, initiates, clarifies, contains. The masculine is the part that feels, flows, nurtures, receives, creates. These energies are not opposites. They are complements. And when one is out of balance, the other strains to compensate. What I learned is this: you can't force balance from the outside. You have to listen inward to the tired protector, the silenced creator, the frantic achiever, the hidden heart. They each hold a piece of your wholeness. To me, archetypes aren't just symbols or stories. They are ancient inner forces. They show up in how we love, create, lead, protect, surrender, or self-sabotage. They live beneath our roles and behaviors. They shape how we see ourselves and how we forget ourselves. When I began working with archetypes, I found language for what I had always felt but never named. The parts of me that led too hard, the parts that hid in service and silence, the voices within me that weren't truly me, but patterns I had inherited or absorbed. And beneath it all, one question pulsed louder than any other. What am I here to do? Why was I born with this intuition, this pain, this voice, this longing? For some, this question never arises. For others, it comes early and stays forever. I don't claim to have the answer, but I do know that when we start listening to the inner architecture, we begin to move differently. We start to live aligned. This is the path I'm on, and inviting others to do the same. If you have felt the pull inward, in the in-between, the space where you're not lost but not fully found, then this space is for you. Over the next few months, I'll be sharing my reflections. If that calls to something in you, I'd love to hold the space for you. A slow path inward begins